What is up, everyone, and welcome to episode 1 of Speedy Speculations. This series is going to be where I take just any game that I've been playing in recent weeks, months, or years, or whatever, and I just talk about it really quick, really fast, and give you the breakdown, basically, of everything that makes the game cool or unique or whatever I think. It's going to be very quick, very short videos, so that I can just get them out there in the meantime while I work on other things such as Nostalgia Not Included and maybe some other projects I may or may not be starting. But without further ado, let's get on to game number 1, which will be Outlast. I'm a huge fan of all things horror. That being said, there are a lot of things that I simply cannot stand within the modern day horror genre. For instance, jump scares. That's definitely number 1. Amongst other things such as possessed children, families, homes, or loud noises and gore instead of an eerie build-up to something big. And for the most part, Outlast delivers on the other end. For those of you that don't already know, Outlast is a survival horror game that takes place within a huge insane asylum. You play the role of Miles Upshur, a journalist sent to investigate the strange happenings surrounding the place, and as you could probably guess, shit gets fucked real quick. Rather than play like Resident Evil or Dead Space, it plays like the Amnesia games, where your only method of dealing with what lies within are hiding and running. Much of the game takes place in pitch black or close to it, and rather than lighting lamps and candles like in Amnesia, you only have your camera and its night vision. This is easily the best feature of Outlast, and the night vision filter is truly stunning. The game itself is quite the looker, especially for basically being an indie game, but the night vision is terrifyingly realistic. You'll have to constantly scavenge for batteries to keep your camera running, along with trying to find elements of backstory and things needed to progress in the story. The atmosphere is fantastic and always feels like someone or something is lurking in the shadows. Now that I'm through praising the game, let's get into the negative side of things. I don't really know how to explain it, but for the first couple of hours or so, I was shitting my pants left and right. Anything that shined in the dark through the night vision made me jump, and I do mean anything. But for a while, it was like I could just predict literally everything that was going to happen. I specifically remember one time I was playing this game with my cousin, and he was curled up in a ball with a blanket nearly covering his eyes, and I was just sitting there smiling as I guessed everything correctly, might I add, every single thing that would happen. But I digress. I'm not here to talk about that. I'm just saying that after a little while it felt like they kept pulling the same scares over and over again. But like I said, the atmosphere of the game is great the whole way through. I just think they should have changed things up a bit is all. So, in conclusion, I tried to keep this very brief so as to avoid any sort of spoilers, but here are my final thoughts. It's a very good horror game, definitely one of the best in recent years, there's no doubt about that. Personally, I don't quite think it lives up to the likes of Amnesia: The Dark Descent, and I feel like they could have done some things a bit differently, but overall, very, very good. My final verdict for Outlast is 7 ruined pairs of pants out of 10. It definitely does have some flaws, but who cares? Grab a quality pair of headphones, turn off all the lights, and you'll be in for one hell of a ride. I'll see you guys next time.